Following on from our awards last year, we are checking in to see how our winners have been doing, and I am delighted to speak to Hugh O'Keefe from Mosaic LGBT+ Young Persons Trust. How are you doing, sir?
Yes, hello. Thank you very much for having me. I'm fantastic. A little bit wet, but otherwise fine. Nice and cozy, able to do an interview in my bedroom, which is always fun.
It is in the current climate, right? So we'll talk a bit more about that. But for those who are listening and tuning in today, tell us a bit more about Mosaic.
So Mosaic does support LGBT+ young persons. The young persons who come to us are aged 13 to 19. We're based in Camden, but the young persons come to us from across London, sometimes even beyond there. And we do such a huge variety of different things. A lot of the focus of the work that we do is on social isolation. So we do a lot of sort of fun social events. We do a huge amount of mentoring. There's big parties when we're not in global pandemics. And then we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes as well. So we go and do mentoring in schools and advocate for the young persons that we support and the communities around them and stuff like that.
Absolutely. And I know that, again, outside of the pandemic and lockdown and social distancing, that, you know, there is so much that you do, as well as being, you know, a youth club support service. There's also the summer and winter residential and the culture hub. But how have you, you know, what's changed in terms of how you are engaging with your young people since the pandemic? Have you been able to put anything else in place?
100%. We were actually really lucky because of, you know, the stereotypes about young persons being obsessed with technology and always on their phones. Meant that we didn't really have to do a lot of work to drag them into that space. They were already there. We were able to turn it around to get like our own private Discord secure server online really quickly. And create kind of a social space. I think there's now like 60 of the young persons who are on there. We have video calls every week. So there's different things online, including yoga sessions, meditation, journaling, goal setting, all sorts of different things. And we're also able to facilitate some of those one-on-one mentoring chats as well. Video calls similar to this. So lots of different things. We're now doing like some stuff face-to-face, but we'll see how that goes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and also, you know, young people, as we know, age 13 to 19, that is such a crucial age, particularly around sexual orientation and gender identity, and getting the right support. So Hugh, congratulations on winning Charity of the Year award. What has that done for Mosaic? What does that mean to you? And what have you been able to do in the last year with that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I mean, it's a lot of things. Put most simply, like the recognition is fantastic. For me, there's lots of really small wins when I'm able to see like a young person coming out to a parent or feeling more comfortable at school, and a lot of those kind of small wins, and that's really like the validation that we often need, and that's sort of what we why people choose to volunteer with us and all sorts of things. And sometimes I think that we exist in a little bit of a bubble. And it's really, really lovely to have an outside perspective of people who also recognize the work that we do and think that it is amazing as well. It enabled us to bring on like additional staff, and the funding benefits have also been fantastic as well. But yeah, the recognition is huge. Who doesn't love a prize like an award?
Absolutely. And most importantly, it is pretty cool. What did your young people think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I think that they kind of see it as a reflection of themselves as well. A lot of the young persons who come along, they take so much pride in being a part of Mosaic, and there's a lot of opportunities of people who sort of reach out to us, whether it's like casting gigs or people looking to represent like young queer experiences. And I think they're so engaged with Mosaic. Like some of them will come to every single session online throughout the week, plus the face-to-face session. They're there every week. They're always engaging with everything that we do. So when Mosaic is seen in a really positive light, it's almost like a real confidence boost for them of like, I'm part of something that's really cool. You know, they help deliver some of the workshops that we do. They talk about their own experiences. So Mosaic very much is them. And of course, like it's designed around feedback that they give us and all those sorts of things. So it is them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Hugh, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for talking to us today. I'm so loving hearing about all the online events that you do and the way you young people coming together as a community and still supporting and still being visible and still getting you know, being able to be themselves where they can, because we know with the homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, bullying, if you don't get that support, we know the impacts that it can have on mental health. So I'm absolutely delighted that you won your award, well deserved. Congratulations, and listen, continue the great work you're doing, and thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you so much. And again, like, it's such a nice opportunity to sort of think about it and talk about it, and that piece of reflection, and of course the recognition. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely, thank you.